Hello and welcome back to Real Trivia Face Off. I am here with my co-host Andrew. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm on top of the world, brother. I feel spectacular. How about you?
I am great. Super excited for this rematch we have today in the round one of the singles tournament. Albert versus Ashwin. The last time they played was in 2022, so it's been a bit of time, 2 years, and I believe Albert beating Ashwin brought him to a number one contenders match against you, Andrew.
Oh, goddamn! That's fun.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot has changed. Both players have seen a lot more movies, so I
Yeah,
think Ashwin's definitely looking to get a win this time, and maybe go
get
one on
that
one.
revenge dub, man. Hell
Yeah,
yeah!
yeah. What are your thoughts on today's match?
I think it'll be interesting. These are two guys. I mean, they've played each other once before, but that doesn't, like you said, I don't think it's going to have a huge bearing this time. Um, and there's always that little mix in that first round, in my opinion, that there is a little dog in you that wants to keep fighting, and there's
Hmm.
also that part that takes it a little less seriously because it's round one. And
Yeah.
we're just here to have some fun and play some movie trivia.
Hmm.
And I'm curious which one might take over for each of them today. If we see, you know, that evil, that passion come out, or if it's going to be a chill sort of set today.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. But before we go to promos, you want me to bring up the stats page
Let's look
for?
at them.
Yeah, so for Ashwin, 7'8", 53.96 percent accuracy and a 47.39% PPE. So they're both very good accuracies and PPEs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Sorry,
a lot of people like
I they have
their accuracies and PPEs are like all around this.
You say PPE so fast that sometimes I get confused and I think of other things. Yeah, this is a good setup right here. This is a man who can take that win and get back up to
Mhm.
500.
Yeah,
So maybe that
definitely
will
trying to
be
get back
the
up there.
fire that drives him, but we'll have to
Yeah,
see.
we'll see. And then with Albert, 12 wins, 7 losses, 1 KO and 5 TKOs, 62.84% accuracy, and a 57.43% PPE. So, higher than Ashwin's, but we've seen, anything can happen.
Absolutely. I mean, Albert's a bit of a beast, and I think we all know that.
Mhm.
Nobody's surprised to see stat lines like this for such a champion. But I don't think that going in, I've really got a strong say which way this is going to go.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
feel
I
like
think
this
that's
is
because Ashwin's
still
just
could just
Ashwin
be.
does got that dog in him. He's
Uh-huh.
a fighter. He's gonna come out here and he's gonna try to stomp Albert, and we'll have to see if he can find the
Yeah,
way, if he
we'll
can
have
get
to
him on
see.
the pavement.
Feels like an even playing field, so let's just bring in Ashwin for the first promo.
Let's talk to him.
Hmm. Yes, hello, hello. I just want to say I appreciate the detailed analysis of the stats and the history going down in the intro here, but what our hosts won't tell you, the defining factor of this match is that between the last time I played Albert and now, I have learned his true name. So this one's going to go very differently from the last time, and yeah, we'll see.
Ah, look who's wandered out of the Shire. Ashwin, you seem like the type to yell, "You shall not pass," at a cat crossing the street, only to trip over your own feet seconds later. Listen, we've done this before. We know how it ends. Dunkachino, Smockachino, you don't scare me at all. You probably think you're Aragorn, the mysterious ranger, but let's face it, you're more like Boromir, overconfident, easily distracted, and destined to embarrass yourself before the credits roll. So let's just get this over with. Now, go on, little hobbit. Enjoy the match. But remember, you're not in the fellowship. You're just the guy sweeping the mess after they left Rivendell.
Oh, right. So,
Harsh words.
yeah. What are your thoughts on those promos?
Well, I think Ashman came in strong, appealing to the exact sort of nerd that I mean, to know a person's true name is to have control of them. And so I think Albert should be scared if Ashman is telling the truth there. But then, Albert's got the fire, man. He's got the heat, and that's something you'll always want to be cautious of. So,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So spicy intros there. should be an exciting match.
Yes, sir. All right, so want to like hop right into intros then, I suppose.
All right.
Let's get it going.
Something's brewing at D&D.
Introducing first, with a record of 7 wins, 8 defeats, and 1 TKO. He is one half of the Angry Birds, Ashwin Nokajino Ganesh.
Creamy goodness, I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend. Attica, ooh, our naughty life. This whole trial is out of sight.
And his opponent, with 12 wins, 11 defeats, 1 KO, and 5 TKO. He is one half of Chaos Fury, the Arsenal, Albert Wiradharma.
Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing.
Bitch, please, but the only thing you can't steal was came out to play. Stay out my way, motherfucker. Gonna rock, till we gonna fall, till we let it pop. Don't let it go. It's gonna get it to you. He gonna give it.
It's disrespectful to your girl. I honestly wouldn't have expected you to use such a song. Oh shit! I forgot to stop it before I turned the volume back up. Yeah, well, welcome to the screen, fellas. Albert, have you used that old intro before?
Yeah, I think since last year.
Oh shit! I
At least the beginning of this year.
Oh, no, never mind.
All right. Well, you guys are here. I'm gonna bring up some of the rules. Andrew, do you want to read how round one
Yeah, I
goes?
would love to. There's going to be 8 questions in random categories given to all competitors, that was 2 in this situation. The competitors are then going to have 15 seconds to write their answers down and then say them out loud when they show them off to the hosts and audience. Those are going to be worth 1 point, but if you get all 8, you will get 1 extra bonus question to potentially get a 9th point. You can ask for repeats 3 times throughout the match, not counting for technical repeats, and then challenges you can use. If you fail, though, you will lose it. If you succeed, you'll hang on. Them's the rules, suckers.
All right.
That's good.
So, Andrew, do you want to take evens or odds?
I would love to take odds.
All right, then go ahead.
All right, question number 1. In the category of comic book movies. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mid-size sedan is the name of a rapper in what comic book movie?
Do you drive a sedan?
Is a sedan like the general type of car, right? Like
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
a specific model. Yeah, I think I do. I drive a Honda Accord. Don't tell anybody I said that.
Okay.
I like it. It's a reliable vehicle. I would need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Albert here. Albert, what do you got down?
This is a comic book movie, or I'm just thinking of the same character with the same name? I said old.
And Ashwin.
That's right. I just said kick ass on vibes.
Fair enough. We were looking for old here, which I was not aware was a comic movie. So
Okay,
Yes,
funny
it's
story.
a graphic novel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's called like
Okay.
Sandcastles or something like that.
Oh,
Didn't know that.
interesting.
But all right. So Albert, 1 point going into your second question of action adventure. The Muppet movie opens with which character singing in a Florida swamp? Leaning
If
more,
you could choose any location for a concert of your own, Matthew, would you choose a Florida swamp or something else?
can I choose the beach that makes you old?
From what I haven't seen the film, but I feel like that would be ill-advised. But no rules against it.
You know, I want to perform with Midnight Sedan.
That is the only place you
5,
can do that.
4,
I think he's
3,
pretty retired to the
2,
beach that makes you old at this point.
1. We'll go to Ashwin.
I mean, surely this is Kermit, right?
Albert?
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit is correct. So both getting the point there.
Albert just adding that little bit of spice, really, like making sure we know which Kermit he's talking about.
Yeah.
It had to be sure. You know.
And that'll take us on to question number 3 in the category of disaster movies. The Last Voyage takes place on what mode of transportation?
So if you could take a voyage somewhere,
Yeah.
where would you go?
New York City always seemed like a fun place. Yeah. Or Philadelphia. That was a bigger port city back in the day, right? Like Philadelphia. And I was watching something about that today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like New York only became the biggest city because it built the Erie Canal, but otherwise Boston or Philadelphia probably would have. Let's go with Albert here. Let's see what you got.
I said boat/ocean liner.
Okay, and Ashwin.
I said boat.
Yeah, we'll take that.
It's almost like Albert saw the question because
I was going to say we have ship/ocean
literally?
liner as our answer, which is crazy.
I didn't want to go ship, but ship could be in space technically. I know. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, which is why I was happy to accept both there. All right. Yeah, so that's correct for both of our competitors here, leaving Albert still up just 1 point.
3-2, going into your next question in fantasy sci-fi. Anne Hathaway plays the princess, Hugh Dancy plays the prince, and Carrie Elways plays the king. In what 2004 fantasy movie?
What role do you think you would play in a royal court, Matthew?
I think I'd be the princess, right? I feel like you think I could pull that off?
That's probably where I would have placed you as well.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then Andrew, you're the king, obviously, as
Yep.
we've seen.
Pretty famously, so, but also at the same time the royal knight, the kind of like the badass of the castle that like protects everybody in the same,
Bye.
you know.
That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly
Yeah, thank you, Ashwin. Appreciate that.
One. Let's go to Ashwin
I got Ella Enchanted.
and Albert.
Ella Enchanted.
Ella Enchanted is correct. So both getting the point. 4-3.
All right, which takes us to question number 5 in the category of horror/thriller. 2017's Raw takes place in what country? Oh, wow. Fascinating question here. Let's see if our competitors know it.
Have
We'll
you
get to that in about 7
ever
to 12
eaten
more
anything
seconds.
raw?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Well, like I guess sushi's kind of already, but like that's I've had raw fish and
But-
sushi.
Mhm.
I'm not like a lox on a bagel sort of guy. It's not really like what I'm down for. We're gonna do something in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Albert, starting with you here,
France.
and Ashwin.
That's how you know it's a horror movie. It takes place in France.
That is correct. We have the same notation jotted down here. Both of them getting that one correct as well.
Mhm.
But both of them doing quite well so far.
Yeah. 5-4. Going into your next question in dramas. Who directed the Royal Tenenbaums? Another question that's about royalty.
Yeah, funny enough today. Do I have to rewatch that movie? It's been a while for me, and I honestly couldn't tell you like the plot of most of it, but I have the broad strokes. You know, like I remember a lot of pieces.
Yeah, in 5,
Why are they called the Royal Tenenbaums?
3, 2, 1. We'll go to Ashwin
Yeah, I got. Oh, hold on. Wes Anderson.
and Albert.
Wes, son of Ender.
Wes Anderson is correct.
Well, I never even thought about it like that. Albert's opening new pathways in my head, dude. What the hell?
It's a whole Norse thing, you know.
All right, that brings us to question 7 in the category of animated. Ray Winstone, Olivia Colman, and Samson Kayo voice 3 bears in what 2020's animated movie? Both of them get into writing very quickly. I think an interesting question that I personally find very interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
We're gonna need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Albert, you first here,
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
and Ashwin.
Indeed, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Wow, good polls there, fellas. I'm not. That's a scene that has escaped my mind since seeing that film. So that was a good poll, I would say.
Yeah, so the score is 7-6. So, as I'm already bringing up the banner, Albert is 1 point away from a perfect round one. So, your question in the category of comedy: who stars as Max in Game Night? Have you had many game nights of your own?
I've had a lot. My brother hosts game nights here.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been doing them for a month or so, but they're too long. I get too competitive. People got mad at me because I socially manipulated them in social manipulation games.
Oh,
Like, sorry if I'm too good at the game. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
In
Like,
5,
get the fuck over it, man.
4, 3, 2,
Sorry, that brought some stuff back.
1. We'll go to Ashwin first.
I feel like I might have baited myself here. I'm pretty sure Max is Rachel McAdams.
And we'll go to Albert.
Max seems like a gender neutral name, so I was scared. I said Jason Bateman.
And with that, Albert gets a perfect round one, which means he will be given a bonus question that Andrew will read.
Okay.
All right. Yes, you did bait yourself there, unfortunately, Ashwin. That is tough, but I respect the play you made there. Albert, are you ready for your bonus question? You can write it down or say it aloud. But if you say it aloud, make sure you say final answer, since you are the only one doing this question. Rob Reiner directed which 2 Stephen King adaptations?
We'll give a little more
And
time.
we'll give like 19, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right, we don't need answers in 5, 4.
Stand By Me and
3,
Misery. Final answer.
2. That is correct for 1 point. For 1 point, not 2. Just to be clear, just 1 point.
And yeah, that does give it.
And completing a true perfect round.
True perfect round.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. Which yes, leaves it at 9-6 going into our second round. We got Cameron in the chat saying all sorts of things. As we move on to round 2, which Matthew, would you mind reading these rules?
Oh, yes, I would love to read round 2 rules. So both players get a chance to spin the category wheel. If you don't like what it lands on at first, you can spin again unless it lands on opponent's choice. Once you have your category, you'll get 5 questions worth 2 points. If you go to multiple choice, that will drop it down to a 1 point value. And if you give an incorrect answer, your opponent can't steal. Both of you still have your 3 repeats and your challenge.
All right. So today on the wheel we have 90s, Middle Earth, 2010s, MCU, quotes, westerns, creature features, Haley Steinfeld, and spinners and opponent's choice. Albert, with the lead, you get to choose. Would you like to spin first or defer and make Ashwin spin first?
In honor of Ashwin getting second the last time we played, I'll let him spin first here today.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but
Exactly.
We'll let it ride.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And away we go. Land on Haley Steinfeld. Would you like to keep this or respin?
I just want to say you didn't ask me if I was ready. I feel I should be able to disregard this result. But yeah, I will respin this, please.
Okay, I apologize. I do always do that, huh? Oh, So you get quotes right on the border of MCU there, but not quite ticking over the line. So quotes. Would you like to read those, Matthew, or should I?
I can read these if you have any. You don't care.
Go crazy, man.
All right, then, Ashwin, I will read your first question in quotes. Which movie will you hear the quote, "Thou do, pig, thou do"?
Charlotte's Web. Final answer.
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal.
Pig movies. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking Babe. I'm thinking Babe, the sequel, which I think is Pig in the City or something. That's all the Pig movies I can think of right now. There's Pig, the movie Pig, but I think the pig
5.
dies. So I'm gonna go with Babe. Final answer.
That is correct for a 2-point
Okay, so
steal.
some of us haven't seen Pig yet, Albert.
Oh,
You
oops.
dick.
Spoiler alert. I said I think. I might be wrong.
Okay. Not cool, man.
All right, Ashwin, your second question. What Best Picture winning film features the line, "Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night"?
I'll take multiple choice on this.
All right. Is it A, All About Eve? B, Around the World in 80 Days? C, Sunset Boulevard? D, Casablanca?
We'll go with C. Final answer.
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal. Is it A, All About Eve? B, Around the World in 80 Days? C, Sunset Boulevard? D, Casablanca?
You think even multiple because I would have shot Crash for Fasten the Seatbelt and Best Picture. I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm just gonna go with around B. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for A, All About Eve.
Oh.
All right, your third question. Name the film from the following quote. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. I'll take multiple choice on this one.
All right, is it A, The Godfather? B, Goodfellas? C, The Departed? D, Casino?
I had this double switch in my head. I think. This is B. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was thinking the same thing.
Your penultimate question in movie quotes is, what actor says the line, "Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?" in The Graduate?
I'm gonna go with Dustin Hoffman. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What film features the iconic quote, "You had me at hello"?
Yeah, I'll multiple choice this.
Is it A, Sleepless in Seattle? B, Jerry Maguire? C, When Harry Met Sally? D, You've Got Mail?
Okay. I associate with this with Tom Cruise, so I'm gonna go with B. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Oh,
You know what that's from? That's from the Lego Batman movie. I've never seen Risky Business. He watches it in that movie.
That's true. Yeah, he does watch that. All right, so at the end of that round, I have Ashwin getting his points up to 10, but Albert getting a 2-point steal up to 11.
Yes, I've got the same thing.
Mhm.
Albert also having his first miss of the match on that steal opportunity.
Yeah.
Um, Well, that means we're going to be going now back to the wheel. Albert, this is for you.
All right.
I didn't ask because it only seemed fair not to ask. Would you like to take this category?
Unlike some people who never submit the category that they created, I'm going to take this. So let's go.
All right. Haley Steinfeld, I'll be reading these for you. Question number 1, Albert.
Mm-hmm.
Haley Steinfeld appears in which MCU movie?
The Marvels. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. In True Grit, Maddie loses what part of her body?
We're talking in general, I'm guessing, or specific. I'm gonna go with arm. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. Didn't really want to give any additional.
I wasn't sure if you needed
We're
like
looking for like left or right now.
Oh, that's fair.
All the bones, every bone she lifts.
Mention every
Which would be a
bone.
real bitch if it was the hand. Okay, question number 3, Albert.
Mhm.
Who plays Jack Burns, an agent of Sector 7 in Bumblebee?
That would be John Cena. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. Which leads us to question 4. Ethan Renner works for what government agency in 3 Days to Kills?
Oh, it's just kill.
3 Days to Kill and 3 Days to Kill.
Okay. I know what the options are gonna be, so I'm gonna shoot for it for 2.
And answer
CIA. Final answer.
5. CIA is correct for another 2 points. And down to your final question here. It is 19-10 at the moment. So,
Okay.
question number 5. Who directed Pitch Perfect 2?
Goodness. Wait. Okay. It's funny because I cannot name the director of the first one, but it's not part of this category, so that's good. It's Elizabeth Banks. Final answer.
4. Matthew.
And your winner by way of knockout, the Arsenal, Albert Wiradharma.
Woo! That is a
Score of 21-10.
10 point sweep of the Haley Steinfeld
Points,
category,
yes.
everybody.
Good game, Ashwin.
That's a little nutty. Well, let's go ahead and take everybody backstage here. I accidentally moved Matthew backstage. That's my bad. I'm a little blurry right now. Wow, yeah. So that was extremely unfortunate for Ashwin.
I think Ashwin did a great job. Like
Mhm.
I feel like he started off a little rough with quotes, but then he ended up getting the points there with the final 3 questions. He got 6 points in round 1, which he should definitely be proud of. But I think this is a case where like Albert, he missed 1 question and it was a steal.
Yeah.
And so it's just unfortunate, but luck there. But I mean, it's really hard to.
That is a 93.75% accuracy from Albert this match.
Yeah.
Just a real unfortunate situation for Ashwin and Albert, taking advantage of anything he could with the play that he had tonight. So first, let's go let's talk to Ashwin here for a moment. What up, Ashwin? You spun Haley first, and then you got quotes, and you got stuck with quotes, and then Albert, just the wheel was gravitating back towards Haley tonight, unfortunately. Unfortunate. But any words about the match?
Yeah, honestly, like I can never really be that unhappy with like a loss like this. Like what was I gonna do? I definitely think
Yeah.
the little switch up with the game night, it definitely tilted me a little bit. I'm like, I knew the answer. Why did I? And I
Yeah.
definitely some of those early quotes questions were like, I mean, I just could have definitely gotten this right. I don't know why I was doubting myself on Goodfellas, that kind of thing. But like I said, like you can't really be mad about losing a match where
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, pretty clean. I was saving all my good luck for the next time I play Albert. That's the name.
Okay. Yes.
Well,
yes.
then the third match is the one that really matters because the first
Exactly.
two matches are kind of about sizing up
Almost.
the opponent, and then what the people will look forward to is that third matchup. So
Mhm.
I completely agree with you on that front. And Matthew, I believe when you and I faced off for the third time, who won that one?
That's a great question.
I believe it was me, just for the anybody that isn't experienced in the history of the league. But yeah, that was. I mean, I'm always happy to have you here. I'm sorry if I'm not showing it so well in my voice and face today, but that is unfortunately the knockout from the tournament. Things are still in motion about when we'll see you again. I mean, at the latest.
I mean, it'll be next season. I think. I think like this is the last part, the tournament.
Like the Royale maybe. I would assume would be the next.
Yeah, with the All-Star Rumble.
Yeah, the Rumble.
I think
Yeah, that's the one I should know the name of. But yeah, Matthew, anything else from you?
Yeah, I think you did a great job. Just unfortunate, Albert just was just able to score much higher and got lucky with Haley Steinfeld. But when you come back next season, is there anyone you would like to play?
I think I'm kind of going with my usual answer here. I kind of just want to play everyone. Would love to get my rematch against Albert, get my win in against him. Yeah, mostly that. Also, I just want to say Albert may have won the match, but I think I have won the moral victory because my categories actually contain good movies. So I'll just let that sit, and you guys could talk about that in the post-episode comment.
Oh, very fair.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, brother.
Thanks for
see
listening.
you later. All right, let's get Albert on screen. To any response to that accusation, Albert?
Excuse me, True Grit is good. That's all my defense.
But you get that one movie.
Just that one.
Bumblebee is good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I will. Okay, well, first question. I would say you have one of the more known obsessions in the entire league. Do you feel the pressure to pay that off when you get Haley Steinfeld as a category, or is it light work for you because of your familiarity with it?
I wouldn't say it's light work. Like I have seen all the films. I haven't revisited them in a long time. So like every time it comes up, a part of me is always like, okay, people are probably expecting me to do good. Let's just see how it goes. I probably won't be as good, but I mean, like today with the round one difficulty and everything, I was like, okay, this feels pretty good. Like I know most of these at the back of my mind. But yeah, no, I will. As long as that category exists, I feel not only obliged, but also I feel like it's the right thing. I guess it's the same thing. I just feel like using it while I can, because otherwise, why else would I even create it?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything from you, Matthew?
No, I mean, I think you did an incredible job. Just 1 point away from getting it perfect, and it was all about you in your head at all because I know you've seen that movie.
Yeah, but I was literally thinking of a literal seatbelt. I guess I don't picture any car action sequence in All About Eve and Around the World in 80 Days. I'm like, okay, maybe they're like they're going somewhere.
It's during the party scene, just for like context.
Is it actually in a car?
So is it metaphorical?
It's metaphorical. It's like during this party that the lead character hosts.
Gotcha. Okay. I know it wasn't the other two. So it was between All About Eve and Around the World. I'm like, I think this is literal, so let's go with Around the World. I was wrong. Yeah.
No, I mean, still that very, very strong performance today. So
Thank you.
that does mean with this win, you will be moving on to round 2 of the tournament, and someone is
Mhm.
going to put the. Who does someone have the bracket?
Oh, we should have the bracket in here, shouldn't we?
The bracket is
Oh, the bracket's gone.
is not. It's gone.
Oh, it's missing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Albert, do you
no.
know? Wait, okay.
I do. I will be playing Cole. Because he won his match against Colin. I have played him before, a long time ago, I believe. I don't remember who won that match. It's been that long, so I'm excited. I'm excited to play him. Similar like Ashwin, there are categories that overlap between our knowledge, so I have to go with something else. But I feel like me and Cole have even more overlap than me and Ashwin. Like I know Ashwin's strengths, so I'm like, okay, I feel pretty comfortable about it. Me and Cole, he just knows a bit more in terms of the overlap, so I need to strategize there, but it should be fun.
I just checked the database. In 2021, Cole beat you during that match.
Oh,
There you go.
I think
yeah.
Albert, you might be looking for some revenge there.
I'm gonna ensure he's gonna for this.
oh God. I lost a piece of that to the
Yeah,
end.
I think Albert put out there. I think it was.
It sounded violent.
Oh, I said that I'm gonna ensure that he's gonna choke on that seltzer of his.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's
so,
not talk about that. Well, people are drinking
Oh,
seltzers.
you're choking.
yeah, some threats towards Cole. So I don't know if he's watching this or if he watches later.
Cole,
Yeah,
try the
Cole,
black
I'm
cherry
going down.
vanilla from Trader Joe's. This shit is fire.
Yeah,
Ooh.
chug it fast. Chug it real fast, Cole.
That's
During the match.
All right. Well, thank you, Albert. You did. I mean, yeah, like truly fucking phenomenal. That's a
Thank
crazy stat line to put up tonight, and
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing you try to enact that revenge upon all of our close friend Cole. That'll be entertaining to see. All right. Any final words from either of you guys?
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Beautiful.
All
All right. Well, looking at our announcements here, I'm seeing that we do have another match this week, right?
Yeah.
We do, yes. Rachel versus
Tomorrow, right?
Jacob is tomorrow at 7 p.m. And I don't know if we've solidified this. Is it this week? There may be
I think
another match on Thursday night between me and
no, that one. Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
yeah,
Keep
I
an
think
eye
there's-
out.
I've been kind of asleep for like 2 days, so I should reply in there as soon as possible. But yes, keep an eye out. Definitely a match tomorrow night, maybe another one on Thursday. We will see.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a crazy match tonight for Albert, showing some dominance, making himself a threat for the rest of this tournament.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
thank you for all who tuned out. I know at least Adelaide and Cameron.
Mhm.
Thank y'all. And cool. You any final words about
Yeah,
it?
that's all from us, and we will see you tomorrow.
I'll press the button.